Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are Group 5 for Class 2D, and today we would like to present our topic multiple non-clause by relating the reading text objective. My name is Lanang Patisadele. We I hope that throughout this presentation I can help everyone understand non-clause better, especially how they function in reading text. Let's begin our presentation. Objective of the study. The end of the lesson, you will be able to 1. Understand the concept of non-clause, especially multiple non-clause. 2. Analyze how non-clause function in complex sentence. Recognize the role of non-clause in enhancing sentence structure and meaning. 4. Apply this knowledge in your own writing. 5. Identify different types of non-clause and their position in a sentence. So, what is a non-clause? A non-clause is a dependent clause that functions as a noun in a sentence. This means it can act as a subject, an object, or a complement. For example, sentence 1. She believes that she can pass the exam. Why is it an object? The main clause is she believes. The verb believes need an object to complete is its meaning in the other word. We need to know what she believes. The clause is that she can pass the exam. Function as the answer to that question, so as acting as the object of the verb believe. Rule and a noun clause is acting as an object when it completes or receives the action of the verb. Sentence 2. What he said was surprising. Why is it a subject? The whole clause what he said appears at the beginning of the sentence, and it is the thing being talked about. The verb her is was, and the past was surprising. This describes what he said. So non-clause what he said is acting as the subject. It's the thing that was surprising. Non-clause often begin with that, what, who, whom, was, where, when, why, who, whether, or if. Okay. Multiple non-clause is reading text. In reading text, multiple non-clause are used to present complex ideas, elaborate on key points, and support arguments. For example, research have found that climate change is affecting global weather patterns and that immediate action is needed to mitigate its impact. It's this sentence we have to non-clause because the main verb in have found which requests a direct object, something that tells us what the research have found. 2. What of the following clause serve as the object that verb? Clause 1 that, clause 1 is that climate change is affecting global weather patterns. And clause 2 that immediate action is needed to mitigate its impact. These two non-clauses are connected by the coordinating conjunction and because they are both equally related to same verb have found. Now let's look at the six functions of noun clause. One is as subject. Noun clause can act as the subject of sentence, meaning they take the place of a noun that performs the action of the verb. 2. As object. Noun clause commonly function as the object the verb of verbs, meaning they complete the meaning of transitive verbs. 3. As object of an preposition. Noun clause can also function as the object of preposition following proposition like about, on, in, to, at, on, a subject complement. 4. Noun clause can following link verb like as was, become, seems to provide additional information about the subject. And 5. As a positive. Noun clause can function as oppositive, remaining of or giving more information about a noun clause. 6. As indirect question. Noun clause are often used in indirect question which report a question without using question marks. Basic formula of noun clause. Noun clause Noun clause often begin with subordinating conjunctions such as that she believes that will pass the exam. And what? I don't know what he wants. And who? They explain it who they machine works. Basic structure formula. Conjunctions plus subject plus verb plus additional information. This structure helps us form noun clause that can function as subject, object, complement, and more. Formula for multiple noun clause in one sentence. Two noun clause as a subject, the same verb is person, while noun clause act as object of one verb in the main clause. For example, he explained that the meeting has cancelled cancelled and we should reschedule it. But noun clause are object of explained. Formula is main clause plus verb plus noun clause and plus noun clause 1 plus and plus noun clause 2. One noun clause as subject, another as object or complement. Is the pattern one noun clause function as the subject and the second as the object or complement. For example, what she said provides the she is intelligent. What she said is subject, that she is intelligent is object. Formula is noun clause plus verb plus noun clause. And two noun clause connected in more complex structure. Here, two noun clause are joined with or and to form compound object. For example, I don't know why she why she is upset or what I should do to help her. Both are object of don't know. Formula is main clause plus noun clause 1 plus or n plus noun clause. This is this is an example of our reading text. And this presentation is supported by reference. That is all our presentation. I hope you now have a better understanding of multiple noun clauses, how to recognize them, and how to use them in your writing. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.